In his first spell at Rangers, Kenny Miller once scored 5 goals in 1 game against St Mirren. So far this season, he has seen off his former clubs, Hibs and Celtic, with doubles. Charlie Adam has fond memories of Love Street. He spent a year on loan here, helping St Mirren win promotion to the SPL. In an all too familiar scenario, St Mirren have been short of goals this season, but Billy Mehmet has scored 4 of their 5 SPL strikes and a hat-trick in the Co-op Cup. Gus McPherson started his playing career at Rangers, never made the first team, went on to serve Kilmarnock for a decade. So Alan McGregor is back in goal. Neil Alexander preferred for the previous 3 matches. Willie Collum is the man in charge. St Mirren have taken points off the Old Firm since winning promotion a couple of years ago, but ironically those draws came in Glasgow. Things tend to be rather more open here at Love Street. Will Rangers march on in their pursuit of points, or will St Mirren defy the odds and bust a few coupons? Dashville for Pedro Mendes, for Kevin Thompson. Papach. Charlie Adam scored 9 goals in St Mirren's promotion-winning season on loan here. Thompson looking for Dashville. It's a beautiful day in Paisley. Stephen Davis looking for Dashville, screened by Haining and smothered by Howard.
That's the right ball though, into Dashville, down the channels, using his pace, especially when St Mirren are playing that back 3. A fairly tight one at that.
Last time Rangers lost at Love Street, Walter Smith picked the team. He'd just arrived as assistant manager in 1986. Graham Souness was still playing in Italy at the time. Gary Mason sitting in front of the back 3. Bugera. Billy Mehmet gave him a hard time. Winus now for Jack Ross, and it eluded everyone, including Stephen Robb, who was coming in, and Davis able to deal with it. Bugera for Papach. Charlie Adam up against John Potter. St Mirren bottom of the SPL for the first time since returning to the top flight 2 years ago. There's no Gretna to fall back on this season, so whilst it's too early to panic, it's best not to hang around down there. Kirk Broadfoot, facing his former club, will take this throw. Former captain of St Mirren. Davis for Thompson. Away by Potter, and Billy Mehmet will chase everything that moves. David Weir. Thompson. Brady up against Davis. Charlie Adam. Kenny Miller up against Will Haining. Rangers seeking their first title in 4 seasons. They've been second best to Celtic for too long. It's time to claim a championship. Broadfoot. Here is Majid Bouguera, who is off to play for Algeria next week in Liberia. Pedro Mendes.
Well, it has settled into a familiar pattern of what we expect in this game. Rangers in possession in the first 5 minutes. I think if they are going to make use of that possession, though, they have to move the ball quickly, and especially when you're playing against the back three, the switch of play is always on. And Rangers certainly have the players in wide areas to deliver that kind of pass. Davis on the right and Adam on the left. It's a case of the strikers staying very close and keeping the back three tight, and then using that ball.
Here's Jack Ross. Dennis Wyness. Hump of turf came off worse in that challenge. Darcheville. Just eluded his strike partner, Kenny Miller.
I know that Gus McPherson did toy with playing a straightforward 4-4-2 as he has done for much of the season, but decided against it to flood that midfield area. But it's important for them that they get the ball into the two strikers, especially Mehmet, and have Wyness playing around them. The likes of Dorman and Robb will try to support the strikers. Imperative, though, that the front two get the ball and they hold it in.
Over and out from Charlie Adam. Jack Ross, a surprise starter after that hamstring problem last week. So Alan McGregor back in goal. Kenny Miller's flick. Here is Stephen Davis, and he's got Kirk Broadfoot available. Pedro Mendes. It's broken kindly for Billy Mehmet. And now Wyness. This could be promising for St Mirren if they can keep going, but Pedro Mendes took him out, and there's going to be an early yellow card here for Pedro Mendes. McPherson looks to be smiling a little bit more here as Rob whipped it in, and Gary Brady, goal kick.
But these are the kind of chances that you come up against the Old Firm early in a match, you really should try and take.
Rangers won all 3 encounters with St Mirren last season without conceding a goal and scoring 9 themselves in the process. St Mirren did nick a point at Ibrox a couple of seasons ago, but such points are rare when you are faced with a challenge from the Old Firm. Wyness. Stephen Robb ahead of him. Stephen Robb scored an own goal playing for Dundee United against Rangers at Ibrox a couple of years ago. It was only his second game for them. Jack Ross nearly didn't want to stretch too much with that iffy hamstring.
Quite interesting, really, that with Ross playing there, and if Walter Smith had realised and would have known, I would have thought, about his hamstring problem. Just wonder why he didn't play maybe DeMarcus Beasley up against him on that wide left-hand side instead of Charlie Adam. A lot more pace there, and that would have tested Jack Ross a little bit more.
Here is Bouguera. Pedro Mendes. Davy Weir. Sasa Papac. Thompson. Bugera. Turned away by Haining, but only to Broadfoot. Mason was quickly upon Davis. Kevin Thompson. Well, Kenny Miller is going to latch onto that error from Scott Cuthbert. And Miller feeds Darsheville. And it's well won by Will Haining. What a hurdling from Darsheville required.
Yeah, it's the one thing that St Mirren can't afford, individual errors. Scott Cuthbert got caught there. Just dallying on the ball. A nice ball played through though from Miller. And Haining, good tackle.
Rob, Winus. It's a perfect pass for Ross from Mason. Ross shaking off Adam. Blasted away by Papac, but only to Gary Mason. Mehmet. Encouraging this for St Mirren. It's Ross with a cross, and it's Broadfoot who meets it. And there was a shove there by Mehmet.
You're absolutely right, Ian. It is encouraging for the home side. And I think so far, the first 11 minutes, a success for them has been Dennis Winus. Such a clever striker. He's able to come off of Billy Mehmet, and so far when the ball's been played up to him, it's stuck.
Charlie Adam. Pedro Mendes. Stephen Davis now with Kirk Broadfoot outside of him. And Broadfoot cleverly returns it to Davis. It's a corner. First corner of the game.
Jacko left a bit. Jacko left a bit.
Charlie Adam to take it. Pedro Mendes has scored a couple of cracking goals already for Rangers. Mendes against Celtic and against Partick.
Both Davis and Thompson are still young, and they need someone just to encourage them now and then, and Mendes is perfect for that.
Jack Ross felt that was a high challenge from Charlie Adam. Gary Mason. Gary Brady. Shadowed by Thompson. Mehmet. Ross. Some tidy football from St Mirren in these opening stages. Mehmet's flick. Winus. Papac kept his eye on it. Darsheville gets a free kick off Mason.
Yeah, it was a poor challenge from Mason. I think Cuthbert had Darsheville covered.
Broadfoot for Miller. Miller dogged and determined and still going, and Howard got a glove to it. And that's bounced off Papac for a goal kick. Mark Howard has established himself as first choice in St Mirren now, ahead of Chris Smith. Papac turning away from the industrious Mehmet, impeded by him.
Yeah, but the front two are working hard, Mehmet and Wynas. It is that little enlarged team. Seems to be working so far.
Miller makes himself available for Broadfoot. And Miller lunged in a little late, and Haining wasn't happy with that challenge. Willie Collum, the referee, has let it go for now. I think Miller came off worse. Kevin Thompson.
Well, that's the ball there, that big switch. If Rangers can do that at more pace and send Broadfoot down the right-hand side, they could get in behind.
Charlie Adam, Davis. Over the top for Miller, but a bit too far over the top.
Well, so far so good for Gus McPherson's side. What they have done with the five in midfield, they've made it very difficult for Rangers to get into comfortable possession, and that can sometimes be a problem here at home. And it's helped the home side play their way into the match.
Rangers aiming for a 6th successive victory. St Mirren with just one win so far this season in the SPL against Inverness, Cali Thistle. And that's why they are propping up the table. Although if they were to pull off a shock win here, they'd plonk Aberdeen at the bottom.
Yeah, it's no surprise if you don't win your home matches, you find yourself down at the bottom. Both Aberdeen and St Mirren are guilty of that.
St Mirren 2 points below Aberdeen and Motherwell and Falkirk, who play this afternoon. Scott Cuthbert on loan from Celtic. Mason. Mehmet winning a few of those. Wynas into the path of Stephen Robb. Decent from St Mirren again. Mehmet coming in, but Papac aware. Here's Brady. Robb. One back by Davis. Darsfield chasing. Haining trying to keep up. And an awkward header behind by Cuthbert with Kenny Miller lurking. Another corner for Charlie Adam, met by Bugera. The SPL's back after the international break. Celtic go to Inverness and we'll be there with them. And the Edinburgh Derby the next day, also on Setanta Sports 1 from Easter Road. St Mirren have failed to score against Rangers in the last 4 contests. Over 7.5 hours since they scored against them. Bugera. Mendes. He's going to get a free kick actually, Pedro Mendes. David Weir staying back, but Bugera has come up for it. Thompson takes it. John Potter not letting Broadfoot near it. Pedro Mendes will leave it for Papac. Weir. Miller. Bugera. Davis. Broadfoot struggling to get there.
That is the idea that Rangers are trying. Davis isn't hugging the sideline as he normally tries to do. He's come right inside to leave that channel deliberately for Broadfoot. But when you pass like that, you're not going to play him in.
Rangers only managed 9 away wins out of 19 last season in the SPL. Unlike them, signs are that they'll put that right this season. Miller. D'Archeville now. Broadfoot's cross. Charlie Adam rises. Thompson. Rangers fans want to see a little bit more from their team. Pedro Mendes. Thompson. Gets it back from Davis. Pedro Mendes. Thompson. Miller's flick. Here's D'Archeville. Papac. Pedro Mendes, Charlie Adam. Dennis Wyneth on defensive duty. Just nudged that away. Fair spell of possession for Rangers. Comes to an end now. Dorman. Advantage played. Gary Brady has it. Mason for Rob.
Well, the problem for Rangers when they do have possession, and they've had a lot of it in the last 5 minutes or so, is that they're coming up against the wall. Mason just sitting there in front of the back three, making it difficult for any midfield players of Rangers to get the ball into the strikers. And a feature of Rangers' play this season has been very quick interchange of passing in the midfield area, but they can't get that ball forward today.
Bugera. Davis. Pedro Mendes sends it in the direction of Sasa Papac. Here's Charlie Adam. No foul. Painting. Rob. Mason. Oh, it's loose that. Dorman had already started moving. It's Kevin Thompson! And he stings the palms of the keeper.
Well, I spoke about it earlier. Individual errors. So far, St Mirren have made 2, and it's almost cost them.
Broadfoot. Potter's desperate clearance, but Charlie Adam couldn't quite bring it under control. Kevin Thompson coming up with Rangers' first effort on target. They haven't actually scored in the opening 20 minutes of matches this season, Rangers. They prefer to bide their time, it seems. Broadfoot. And Scott Cuthbert skipping past Papac. What a terrific challenge from Kevin Thompson.
Yeah, that's what you call no nonsense.
Mason. Jack Ross begging for the ball. Cuthbert has it first of all.
Well, possibly the deepest of Rangers midfielders. The first shot and goal. Struck it well, did Thompson, but it was straight down the throat of Howard.
On by Charlie Adam, and Potter able to help it back despite the presence of D'Archeville.
Well, you have the feeling that Rangers can play at a higher tempo. But you can also see that they're going to have to be patient today. St Mirren are set up well, they're well organised, and they're also playing some good football themselves.
Bugera, Davis. Here's Broadfoot. Papach. Up in the air from Potter. And free kick. Billy Mimmet is the target for Mark Howard. He's won it again, ahead of David Weir. Jack Ross and Charlie Adam intervened.
Yeah, it's amazing when you score 7 goals in the season so far that you have that extra spring in your step, and you can see that Billy Mimmet's got it.
Here is Mimmet. Corner is given, didn't look too likely, and Rangers protested. Set piece offers St Mirren hope. Dorman takes it. Dorman might just get it back. Kenny Miller was out sharp to mark him. And it's not going to roll behind for Papach. Typically, he's confronted by Billy Mimmet, and that's bobbled off Gary Brady.
I think Rangers, to this point, half an hour gone, have just not used the width enough. Certainly not Broadfoot. I don't think they can do that with Charlie Adam, but I wouldn't be surprised if they try it in the second half. Maybe venture Beasley into the match. But certainly, from a home side's point of view, they've handled it all well so far.
Well, they had a decent record at Love Street in the second half of last season. In fact, in the calendar year of 2008, only the Old Firm and Aberdeen have won here. Davis. Broadfoot tearing down the right. D'Archeville is tripped by Mason.
Yeah, Mason's done that well. Just breaking up play, any breaks that are on for Rangers.
Bugera. Weir. Now Papach. Miller. Mendez. Bugera with a little room. D'Archeville. Davis. Winers can latch onto that. Here is Billy Mimmet. We'll have to wait until others arrive. They're arriving. Just drifted away from Winus, who had fed it to Mimmet initially. Davis. That should be offside against D'Archeville.
Not really been D'Archeville's afternoon so far. It certainly has been for Mehmet and Winus up front. You can see why Gus McPherson really wanted to stick with the two up front, even though he's got Dargo and Brighton and Hamilton on the bench. Very intelligent, the two of them, linking up very well.
That came off Charlie Adam. Dug out by David Weir. St Mirren's third season back in the top flight. They finished 11th first time around, 10th second time around, and they will be looking for further improvement. Davis quickly onto that though. D'Archeville ran into Cuthbert. Broadfoot reacting quickest. Kenny Miller. Foul by Broadfoot. Ross. Over the head of Mehmet. Broadfoot has time to wallop it towards D'Archeville. Ross, Dorman, Wyness. Here is Mehmet, shadowed this time by Bugera. St Mirren get the verdict. Bugera bemused.
Good football again though, down the right-hand side, into Wyness, back to Ross, into Mehmet.
Dorman and Charlie Adam will be summoned to Willie Collum for that lunge.
Well, I think Charlie Adam thought he was taken out maybe 5 or 6 minutes ago and didn't get anything from the referee. He certainly wasn't going to get away with that one.
Just a warning. Pedro Mendes already in the book for Rangers. John Potter it is to float it in. Goal kick. We've seen St Mirren play like this a few times, but they often just can't get the goals to go with it.
Well, that is the frustration. St Mirren just don't score a lot of goals. And they have, as I said earlier, a number of strikers, but at times, when you're having to try and consolidate, and you're up against especially the Old Firm, first things first is definitely keep yourself tight defensively and don't give away anything cheaply. So far that's happened for Gus McPherson.
Kenny Miller. Davis. D'Archeville. D'Archeville goes past Stephen Robb. John Potter had to deal with that and did effectively. And Mark Howard too worried to pick it up. Ten minutes to half time. Celtic above Rangers now on goal difference after their very convincing victory over Hamilton Accies.
The problem for the home side is if they don't get that goal, you know it just takes one lapse and Rangers can get the win they desire. And we have watched that happen on so many occasions. Although last season it was a little bit easier than that for Rangers.
Hoisted high by Broadfoot. John Potter knocks it out. Broadfoot. Stephen Davis. Dispatched by Potter. Sent back by David Weir. Free kick given for Rangers. Broadfoot. St Mirren with just 5 points out of 21. Rangers with 19 out of 21. Well, it should have been 21 out of 21, but for that disallowed goal in injury time at Aberdeen. No breakthrough as yet. Broadfoot. Papac. Thompson. Broadfoot now for Davis. Thompson's got it back. Driving his way through, and Howard had to tip it over.
Well, again, it's Thompson who breaks free of the shackles in that midfield area.
Rangers' search for a goal continues. Stephen Davis will get another chance to send one in after Gary Mason not that behind.
What's the shoot?
Davis again, and Kevin Thompson on the volley. Not so close that time, but worth a try, I guess.
Oh, it's a snapshot. So difficult. But he has come close twice. It's no surprise that it's been the deepest midfield player. He's been able to see what's in front of him, and because it's so congested in there, he can time his run a little bit better than the rest. The Rangers have a problem. At the moment, they can't bring their front two into the play. They have to try and find a way to do that.
Papac. Cuthbert stretching. Jack Ross on a collision course with Papac. Broadfoot. Davis. Didn't do Broadfoot any favours, but Rangers still have it with Jean-Claude Darcheville. Met by Potter. On by Wyness. Guerra for Broadfoot. Thompson. Papac. Guerra. Will Haining sends that straight out.
Well, I mentioned the Rangers strikers there. It's not all been their fault. The service has been poor into them, but I have to say that having watched them as a partnership last week against Hibs, they don't look like they have a real partnership, a link up together, an understanding. They play a bit far apart from me. Although Miller did profit last week from 2 goals, it's not quite there, that partnership.
Charlie Adams lost his way. In steps Andy Dorman. Dennis Wyness is about to run into Charlie Adam. And the St Mirren fans ducking.
I think you just have to look at how the St Mirren front two have played in connection with each other. Flick-ons from Mehmet. Nice touches from Wyness. Okay, they haven't created too much either, but you can certainly see that they're trying to stay together and work together, which you have to do.
Charlie Adam gets the free kick off Andy Dorman. Half-time fast approaching at Love Street, 0-0. Billy Mimmitt has a bit to say to Willie Collum about that decision. Papac. Mendes. Davy Ware. Here's Bugera. Orford is well advanced. Here, in fact. Miller takes over. Davis for Pedro Mendes. Charlie Adam. Papac. Bugera. Miller. Mendes. Thompson. 2 minutes to go in this first half, plus any added on time. Charlie Adam. D'Archeville. Snuffed out. It's going to spin for a corner. The goal for Rangers now would be harsh on St Mirren, but it's happened before. Davis takes a rather awkward ricochet or two, presents Rangers with another corner.
So, let's see what happens here.
A corner that shouldn't have been for Stephen Davis, but rather conveniently for Willie Collum, he spotted a bit of shirt tugging in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, 62% of possession to Rangers. I thought that would be the case, but I also thought that they'd create more within that. Haven't managed it, so for the home side, the game plan has worked.